Hey you guys, it's your girl OhJessBehave, and I am back with another video. And today is just gonna be a talk about what you guys should expect going into nail school and what expectations you should put up for yourself. That way, you can have like a successful, time at nail school, and you can grasp as much information as possible. I'm just gonna go ahead and give you guys 10 tips on what you guys should know before signing up for nail school. And this is straight off the dome, off the top. I ain't write nothing down because I wanted it to, flow around. So my number one tip would be to make sure that it's something that you're passionate about. You don't want to be someone who has 13,000 different things going on and you haven't completed any tasks and you're just trying to go into nails, because it's something that you have to practice towards. Like, even me, I'm not perfect at it. There's so many things to learn, and it's such like a evolving career, if you would say it like that. Like, it's so it's forever evolving. Like, it's never something that's gonna just be there for forever. There's always something new to learn. There's always a new technique, always a new style. There's always something new. So if you're not passionate about continuously learning and teaching yourself different designs and things like that, then you have to, consider, like, is nails for you, or is it something that you just want to do for a hobby? Is that something that you want to, pay and go to school for? So that's something that to be, very mindful of and think about. The second tip that I would give anybody is to whatever school you sign up for, be sure that you're fully aware of their contract and know what they're including and know what their curriculum includes. And it's good to ask a lot of questions when you're signing up. Have them verify like how your hours are going to be docked, how much the program is there any scholarships, can you receive any assistance for paying for school, like financial aid or anything like that. Make sure you weigh your options out, not just sign up and just go give your money. Find out if there's a way that you can go to school for free. Because I know a few people who went to school, through financial aid. Me, I didn't qualify for it, but for some people, they may not know that they can, sign up for a nail program or whatever the case may be. You may have to do like full specialist or full cosmetology to get, to get it for free. So that's something to think about. If you want to be a jack of all trades and do some lashes on the side and then do nails, maybe full specialist would be your thing, and you can get that done, like, through financial aid. So that's definitely things to ask your administration. My other tip would be to practice as much as you can. Practice. Like, instead of you doing things that like watching TV or things that are just consuming your time, put it into your craft, because the more you practice, the better you're gonna get. Like, it's not gonna get worse. You just have to focus, and if you really love something, you really have to focus in. So just focus in. To practice on yourself, like, you don't have to have clientele to practice. You can practice on your practice fingers. You can practice on like your fake practice hand, if you have a silicone hand, or if you can't afford any of that, you have your own hands. Like with these, I did them on myself. I didn't start off strong in doing my own nails, but with more practice and being perseverant and just trying over and over again, I got it to a point where I could deliver a set on both of my hands. So it's all about practice. Y'all gonna hear me say practice in this video like a football coach. Practice. Get some one-on-one training. I personally signed up for school, and a month after school, after I learned like the basic foundation of how to apply acrylic and get a nail tip on and do a manicure, I paid and went to go to a class in Texas, a one-on-one. And it really helped me. Like, it really showed me the foundation. I was sitting there for 5 hours and she was very patient. And when you're looking for someone to train you one-on-one, be sure that they're not just gonna give you a box full of bullshit, like a box full of glitter and shit, and not show you the foundation. I would rather someone not even give me a kit and show me what I need to know. That way I know you're not bullshitting or playing with my money, because we work hard for our money. Like, so if you're going to go to somebody for a one-on-one, you want to make sure that they're not scamming you. You want to make sure that they're going to actually teach you something that could possibly make you some revenue at the end of the day, because we all want to make money from doing this if this is the career choice that we chose, and we want to enjoy doing it as well. So if you're going to invest in a one-on-one class, which I highly suggest, But some people don't need it. If you don't need it, then cool. But me, I felt like I needed, you know, someone who did nice nails to show me the foundation of how they get it done. That way I could, like, you know, create my own techniques and follow up on things that they showed me how to do. And I learned a lot from my one-on-one class. So I highly suggest that people do it. You don't have to do it now, but, you know, in future, for the future, like when you have money, or you can just, you know, do a savings jar, whatever the case may be, and when you have a set amount of money, you can look for someone who's doing a class for that price. And I live in Miami. I went all the way to Texas to get my one-on-one because I'm a real fan of like how people do nails in Texas, as well as California, DMV. Like there's a lot of places that do good nails, but I just said I just went ahead and chose someone from Texas, and it really paid off for me. She was really, really sweet, very nice. I couldn't really upload much of my one-on-one class because I didn't want to, you know, show off her gems or, you know, intrude and upload, you know, what she taught me personally. So that's just where I'm at with that. So if you got someone that you can intern with to get it done for free, or if you got to go into a shop and see if you get a little gig there and ask them, can they teach you some things, then hey, that'll be an alternate way as well. But I definitely recommend you guys go to a class. And one more thing, when you take that class, do not expect to be the best. Like, don't expect to know everything and it just be like, oh, I went to a class and I didn't learn anything. Your job is to apply whatever was taught to you throughout practice. You have to practice and practice, because when I left the class, I knew how to do it, but it didn't look exactly like hers. So she even kept it real with me, like, you're gonna have to practice. You're gonna have to practice. I paid $500, so I was like, oh, I'm gonna practice, honey, and if I don't know how to do these nails, by the time I practice, it's gonna be a problem. But I learned, because the more I practice, the more I watch YouTube videos, it was getting better and better. My other tip is YouTube. Y'all, YouTube has taught me so many things. That's why I decided to do nails and just, you know, have my own page so I could teach people some things, the things that I wanted to be said specifically and delivered in a certain way, that way people can understand it and grasp it. So I decided to make my own YouTube channel to put people on, because YouTube has taught me so many things when it comes to styles, designs, things that are like the latest, just different nail inspiration. Like, YouTube is like the mecca for, like, you know, nails, in my opinion. At Instagram, I go on there and watch little tutorials on how to marble and how to draw certain things, and it really, really helps. So I suggest watching videos and practicing is like gonna get you there. You have to stay motivated when it comes to nails. It's patience. You have to gain patience and really be patient with yourself. Educate yourself as much as possible on nails. That way, if a client has a question for you, you can answer them, you know, correctly and with valid information, and not be ignorant towards, you know, the program that you went to. Like, I really took school seriously because I wanted to be knowledgeable about what I was doing. I wanted to know what could hurt somebody, what, you know, can possibly harm them. I wanted to learn about all of that. That way I don't have certain issues with my clients. Another tip that I have is working on your people skills. And some people might not think that this is important, but it definitely is, because if I go to somebody and they have a bomb personality and they're just nice and they're welcoming and they're willing to answer my questions, I'm gonna do business with you again automatically. Like, there's no question about it. But if I go to you and you're like, oh, sit over there, I'll be back, or oh, well, I got a client right now, and you're being like very rude, it's not gonna work out. It doesn't matter how good your work is or how neat your work is. Some people just won't go for it. So I rather just, you know, try my best to build a nice relationship with my clients. That way I can always have that revenue coming back in, and it can just be a cool situation. Sometimes we can avoid, sometimes you have to realize, like, for your brand, you have to be the bigger person. Like, if the person who comes in front of me has the attitude, I'm gonna try my hardest, not even my hardest, I'm just gonna try my best to try to de-escalate the situation. Like, you know, hey, how you doing today? This is my name. You know, let them know who I am. Tell them a little bit about myself. Ask a few questions to get them to warm up. Offer them something to drink. You know what I'm saying? Make the person feel welcome, because some people just have that guard up because they're so used to bad customer service. So sometimes you have to just break that wall down and just be a genuinely nice person. And if it's your passion, you shouldn't be annoyed. Like, I see like texts and people say, oh, we have feelings too, you know. Y'all be mean. At the end of the day, not all your clients are going to be nice, and you just have to accept that. But as long as you know that you put your best foot forward and you tried, then that's cool. Or if you feel like the person's attitude is just too much, then you can kindly decline service. And that's what I like about nails, y'all. Y'all can decline service. If anybody is too much, sometimes if they're disrespectful and doing too much, you can turn away that money and be like, sis, you know what? I'm gonna have to give you a full refund, and I'm not gonna be able to, you know, continue with servicing you today. And you can just keep it tracked. Don't be discouraged. Like, I know that I'm stressing it, but y'all, do not be discouraged. When you just start, you're not going to get clientele. You're not going to have people lined up at your door. And sometimes when you just start, the nails that you start are messed up. Like, they look ugly. And you see the growth in yourself, but somebody else who's used to seeing nice nails is like, yeah. Be self-motivated. Don't look for validation from anybody else when it comes to your craft. You have to seek validation from yourself. Like, you have to practice as much as you can. I know I told you guys practice. Like, I'm gonna keep saying it because it's very important. And you have to look at the latest trends going on, and you're gonna see your work compared to the trends that are going on, and you need to focus in on getting practice. So watch videos on how to do like the latest styles. That way you can always be up to date and do what's trending, and that will bring yourself, you know, some views or whatever on your page. So just do the latest things and always stay updated with the latest trends. Don't get too comfortable and think, oh yeah, I'm just gonna be doing regular polish. Girl, don't nobody wear regular polish no more. Like, level up. You're gonna have to get some colored acrylic. You're gonna have to get some, you know, nice colors so people could mess with you. Like, don't be in denial and don't be one of those people. Next tip is to take pictures of your progress. Like, even if you have to make a little album, you're gonna take pictures from when you first start doing nails up until however months or weeks or whatever the case may be to see your progress. I recommend when you're just starting to work on your bead application and your cuticle area, try to get that down pat before you try to jump into anything and throwing in a bunch of glitter and mumbo jumbo into a nail. Really work on your application and your cuticles, like those beads and everything. Those are something that you have to work on. Even me, I still gotta work on the cuticle. Like, that's something that takes forever and ever and ever to achieve. But you know, with practice, you'll get it little by little. So practice on that. Don't go crazy on buying just a bunch of stuff without learning. I say start off with an acrylic brush, some tips, some glue, and some acrylic. That's it. Start off with that. Start with that and then work your way up to, you know, the builder gels and hard gels and all of that stuff. I just say give yourself one thing to tackle and then move yourself up along the way. And in school, they start you off like that. They start you with the mani, show you how to prep the nail, get the nail to look nice, and then they move you up little by little. But if you just focus on solely acrylics, I just say get you some tips, get you all the main things that you need to do a set of nails, and practice with that. And get like a nice enough size jar of acrylic powder. That way, you know, you can keep practicing. I say like do 10 fingers on like the fake fingers, and then do 10 every day. Or every time you practice, just do 10 and then take pictures of your practice and just pop the tips off, and then that'll help you. For anybody who is just starting, I say don't be discouraged, follow your dreams, and do what you want to do. Like, do it unapologetically. Like, don't worry about what people have to say, and don't listen to people who be like, oh, everyone's doing nails. Everybody, shut up. The people that's telling you that, like, they haven't followed their dreams. Don't listen to them. Do what makes you happy, and do it not only for the money, but do it because you're passionate about it. Like, my favorite part about doing nails isn't even the money, to be honest. It's like the after I put top coat and I see like what I created. It's just like something that I can do to just be creative, and I love that. I love that can be like a job, like, you know, like not having to be in like corporate America. And that's what I like about it, because my brand can just be, it can depict me. So that's all I gotta say. Just 2020, y'all. Put your best foot forward and do what you want to do, and be fearless. Don't let anything hold you back, and don't let anyone discourage you, and don't let one bad nail set discourage you. The more you do it, the better that you'll get. Like, and that's coming from me. Like, cause y'all, I started a hot ass mess. I'm gonna try to include like a picture of like because I started like August 29th and we're on January 1st. So I'm going to show you guys the difference in a matter of months, because you know I practice and I just want to be better and better at my craft every time. So I'm still learning, and that's one thing you got to learn about nails, is that you're always going to be a student no matter what. There's always going to be something new, and that's something that I love because I'll never get bored. So thank you guys so much for watching my channel. I hope you guys have a prosperous new year, and you know, you guys figure your shit out for the new year. Like, write some goals down and tackle them, and you know, follow your dreams. Don't let people tell you what to do or what you can or cannot do. Like, I wish I would have been as fearless as I am now than I was back then, because back then I didn't have that confidence in myself and I didn't know what I wanted to do. But these are my tips for any nail techs who are starting the journey and haven't, you know, done anything yet. Subscribe to my page. I'm gonna have way more things to talk about. You guys have a wonderful and prosperous 2020, and subscribe so we can go on this journey together, because I got a big giveaway coming soon. We giving out good stuff, none of that cheap stuff, honey. We giving out acrylic brushes, some acrylic powders, like some diamonds. Like, baby, we're gonna take off. But thank y'all. Bye.